October 4th to the 8th, Asunción, Paraguay was the global host for peace. The Peace Integration Summit, in its second edition, was held at the Legislative Palace of the nation. The heart of South America received representatives from the business, judicial, diplomatic, political, parliamentary, and academic world, convened by the Global Embassy of Activists for Peace with the support of the Honorable Chamber of Deputies and Senator of the Congress of the Republic.
Thank you for accompanying us during the Peace Integration Summit, whose objective is to create an international space of dialogue and integration, to study and formulate initiatives, projects, and viable actions aimed at strengthening integral peace, as well as the promotion and defense of human rights in harmony with Mother Earth.
I hope that this summit finds us united in the diversity of cultures, and even in the difficult moments that the world is going through. I invite you to not lose hope in people and to promote dialogue.
During the greatest multidisciplinary meeting for the peace of the nations and of Mother Earth, topics on corporate social responsibility for a sustainable development, diplomacy, policy, and parliamentarism, integral education for peace, justice, and democracy were addressed, considering that these are of main focus and of great impact and influence in individuals, society, and the international community.
We count with a wildlife rescue program to move the animals in places that are affected.
Return with the corporate social attitude. The solution is not in the struggle, it is in the cooperation.
As a commitment and advance of what was declared in CUMIPAZ, Chile, the executive president of the GEAP presented a proposal for the creation of the Inter-American Environmental Charter to the General Secretary of the Organization of American States. In judicial topics, the democratization of the Security Council and the typification of the crime of genocide received support from representatives of the International Criminal Court and other organizations that were convened.
Citizens are unhappy with the services democracy is giving them. Faced by the resources of democracy, that is why, more than ever, the OAS must advocate so that every citizen can have the same opportunities of progress.
Rule of law is very fragile. When it breaks down quickly and often with devastating results.
The existence of an internal transitional justice program does not limit the access of inter-American jurisdiction.
Human rights and genocides are siblings, and genocide is also a violation of human rights.
I think Global Embassy can help to try to convince states which are not yet party to the Rome Statute to join, so that we can have many ratifications to the Rome Statute. The court will be really, truly universal.
Each session produced a document with plans and proposals that the participants of the 4 sessions arranged internally and that later were incorporated in official declaration of Asunción. An international consensus that traces the path of the work to be carried out during the next year, aimed at continuing to construct the integral peace of the human being, of the nations, and of Mother Earth.
Education is fundamental to know the truth.
And to develop a student that is ethical, generous, and trustworthy, coherent, and honest.
Education is a human right. See it as an approach of rights to form citizens with a cultural identity.
What are we going to do with the declaration? At the end of the summit, what are we going to do with the proposals? With all of your help, we want to materialize them during this year. Take them to various international organizations, regional blocs, so that during 2017 we can meet again to speak of the advances we have had regarding the fulfillment of each one of these proposals.
Amongst music and cultural expressions, the Peace Integration Summit concluded, which will be held in Panama in 2017, a country where various cultures and ways of thinking will gather with the only purpose of working towards peace, well-being, and the happiness of the human family.